tutorial. Today's tutorial is extremely important because today we will talk about and work on the rotary. Rotary meaning cylindrical jobs. In other words, today we will learn machining and designing for rotary jobs, which are in a round form cylindrical jobs. Many friends have requested this. I've also received many calls from friends saying they want to work on rotary jobs because the rotary trend is not yet present in the market. But some people have already installed rotary machines and want to work on them, and they are seeking support in this matter. So let's get started. I'm going to create a new file. After creating a new file, the very first thing you need to do is maintain the job setup. In this, the first tab we see is job type. Before job type, you select single side. Then after that, there's double side. This will, God willing, be our next topic. After that, we see the third option, which is rotary. Right now, since we are creating a cylinder job, something round like a coupler or work for a stair leg or any similar type of job, basically we need to work on this. So you'll turn on the rotary option. After turning on the rotary, you will need to enter the job size here. For practice, I'm going to make a pillar. The size of the pillar will have a length of 48 inches and I will set its diameter to 4 inches. A diameter of 4 inches means its circumference will be set accordingly. I have used inches as the unit. Now look at the cylinder surface. There are two options we have. One is to work from the cylinder center X, meaning its central point, and the other is to work on the cylinder surface. For now we will work on the cylinder surface, and that's what we will be focusing on. After that, there are data max positions, just like you saw earlier. In this as well, you can place it any center, top, middle or bottom. So I'm placing it here right at this spot. After that, its orientation comes up, meaning the x-axis here, this position is along the x-axis. If I set it to y-axis here, then its position will change accordingly, shifting to a new alignment. So now we'll work along the x-axis and we'll either flip this design or leave it as is, depending on what's needed. For now, I'll turn it on without flipping at high resolution, and I've clicked OK here to confirm the settings. As soon as your page setup is complete, you'll see this sheet in front of you displayed clearly. Keep in mind its length is 4 feet, and from here to here we set the size to 4 inches. That means from here it was 48 inches and the diameter here we set to 4 inches. But when you come here, what do you see? 10 and above, its size is about 12.5. Now why did it become so large? That's because the cylindrical job here has been unwrapped. By unwrapping the cylindrical job, this position has been created so that when it's in straight form, you can design it here as a flat layout, which is much easier to work with. And keep one thing very clear in mind. When you design it, these two edges that meet, remember, they are the same. If you leave the line here, understand that it will appear at this spot. If you leave the line here, know that it will show up here. These things are very important and you should always pay attention to them. Anyway, let's start with a very basic thing. I'll take a line, pay attention. I'll draw it from here to here, making sure it's straight. See, I'll draw this line up to here, carefully aligning it. If we measure it from this corner to that corner, the measurement comes out to 8.1. Now if I want to make this exact, I'll select this object and go to the move tool. Here you can see all its positions including the coordinates. Now look, our x-axis are these and the y-axis is going upside. From here to here its size was 48. Now if I want to move it back by 4 inches, then if I subtract 4 inches from 48, it becomes 44. So 4 inches have gone inside, reducing the length. After that, I'll draw another line here which will be its offset at 1 inch. See, I've offset it by 1 inch. So now there's an offset line at 1 inch running parallel. Now I'll draw another line with it from the midpoint to here, connecting the two. Similarly, I'll take a line from this edge to its midpoint and align it, making sure everything is symmetrical. Now look, here when this edge is rounded over, it will come back to this edge and meet it, forming a continuous loop. So in this way, they will rotate and connect, creating a seamless join. Here, let's write some text. I've written some text and I'll set its size to 2 inches, making it clearly visible. See, I'm writing the text here and making it a bit bigger, so it stands out. There, I've closed it. Now note one thing, I'll copy it and paste it here. Duplicating the text for consistency, I'll select both together and bring them close to the edge, aligning them neatly. You can also resize them using the arrow keys, adjusting their position as needed. See, I've done it in this form and it looks good. Now we'll do programming on top of this, adding further instructions. I'll select this line with the V tool and then this one as well with the V tool, making sure both are selected. So we'll be using two tools here, the V tool and another as needed. Anyway, you can use any tool, there's no issue, it's flexible. Let's see, I'll start with the profile tool first. I'll select all these objects here, these two lines. I've selected them and now I'll use the V tool at 60 degrees, setting the angle precisely. I've taken the tool at 90 degrees. I've already explained these settings to you. You'll also see a link to that lecture in the card above where we discussed how to set spindle speed, feed unit and rotary, all these things. So the things involved here I've already explained. You just need to calculate them from the chart and complete them. The rest is just step by step. Look, there are two things here. One is the pass step and the other is the final step. After that, there's the clearance pass step. First, try to understand the previous design and the basic concepts. God willing, we'll definitely discuss these in the next lecture. So here, after selecting the tool, I click, and after clicking, I've set the depth to 0.5 inches. I set the tool diameter accordingly with a 90-degree angle and aligned it with these lines. It will come up above, and then I'll click calculate. So now here we can see that the rotary job has started to appear here. When you preview all, look at this, pay attention. The lines we drew have now joined together here, and on the side it has placed the same double line as before. Now I'll reduce its size a bit, set it to 0.25 and reset the preview. So watch, as soon as I reset the preview and previewed it again, it displayed that shape. Now let's come back to working in 2D. Since these elements are connecting with each other, and because I want another design to come out from this side as well, I'll use this as a reference and carefully draw a line just for reference from here to here. I've drawn this line for reference as a guide. Similarly, we'll draw another line from here, look up to this point, just like before, so that everything stays consistent and clear. In the same way, we'll just carefully draw another line up to this reference point C. Right here it is, as you can see. Now you can also connect this with that. See, our design will be complete now. This line has connected with the others. When they come from that side, they'll be joining together. So I'll remove this line, it was just placed as a reference. After that, I'll go back into the program and add these lines into it as well. See, by holding shift, I've also added these two lines. These lines have also been added to it, calculated. It's better to join these lines together so you don't face any problems. And the tool keeps running smoothly along a smooth edge. After resetting the preview and previewing it, look at this. Now you can see that it has wrapped the design around all four sides in the same way. Let's close this and go to the 2D view. Now I'm selecting the text here. After selecting the text, I'll use the V-Carve tool here. In V-Carve, I have selected this tool for it. If you keep all the tool settings the same, your program will be created. After coming into V-Carve, I calculated it, and you can see that the design has also been applied here. Now when I preview all, look at this. When I rotate it, the design appears on all four sides, and you won't even be able to tell where the joint is. These are the important things in this process. Now in this, you can create any kind of design you want with ease. There are no obstacles of any kind. Keep in mind that you folded a piece of paper over a rod, then straightened it out and placed it on top. Whatever design you create will be applied to it. This is a very simple method. It's just a matter of understanding it. I hope that today's session will be beneficial for you. This was something completely new, presented in a new way. God willing, we'll cover some more techniques in our upcoming lectures. Please remember me in your prayers. Allah Hafiz.